First of all, I just want to introduce y'all to One Mississippi. It's an organization that serves to bridge racial and social and cultural barriers on campus and really bring people into a place where they feel like they can express themselves and get to know people that you may not get to know.
And one of the big obstacles is like we won't have a whole lot of genuine friendships. There are very few people on campus who I'll just like put all of my emotions out there with and who I'll just like talk to and be very real with, because in the back of my mind I'm thinking, okay, you know, what is this person gonna think of me? You know, what are they gonna say about me? You know, how is this gonna, you know, limit what I can do for the rest of my, you know, college career? And I think that's one of the things that really does limit us as a campus, that we have a lot of that mindset of we're gonna have these superficial relationships.
You will be a happier person if you're just who you are. Try to be as accepting of all types of viewpoints and people as you can. And on the same token, like, I can totally agree with Caleb, like, you know, who I really am I the same person around all types of people? And it's good to really take a step back and think about that. And it does start with you, and if you can be that example, then I think people will follow you.
How can we get over these obstacles? What can we do as students in order to encourage this realness, you know, in front of each other?
Like, a lot of ideas to address these issues are about personal actions, you know what I'm saying, like going on campus and how you interact with other people. That's one of the ways to do it.
Majority of us said that comfort can be a really, really good thing, but also it can be a really, really bad thing too, because we get so caught up into what we're used to, and we want to be able to, I guess, immerse ourselves in other people's shoes.
When you're a part of a group like this, you kind of want it to be around for a while, but really, we do want to reach the point where we don't have to have discussions about, okay, how do we address social segregation on campus? Think about what your hope is for One Mississippi, maybe what your fear is going into next year, and if you don't mind, just write it up on the board.
I'm going to start with my fear, and it's the same as Charles's. It's unsustainability. And this is something that I know has been on the mind. Anyway, this is something that's been on the minds of myself and Melissa, I know, especially since we're graduating. And this is something that's been, you know, a very special and a very important part of our lives for at least 3 years now. And, you know, we've put a lot of passion and a lot of energy into it. And more than anything else, we want to see it continue. And I definitely know that the power to do that is in this room, and the leadership, and the leadership to take it in a new and better direction, do it better than we ever could have. That potential is in this room.
I hope that everybody will be real, and because sometimes I feel like a lot of things that people say sometimes here while I've been on campus have not been real, just to be honest. And people will say, you know, yeah, we need to be more diverse, but are you real enough to go actually invite me to lunch? Or are you real enough to, you know, hang around people that you normally don't hang around?
My fear is laziness, because I think it's so easy sometimes to be apathetic and lazy, because it's so much easier to kind of stick with your own group of people, your own friends, or the things that you're used to, as opposed to getting out and getting outside your comfort zone and trying new things. And my hope is appreciation, because I want us to not only be able to accept people that are different than us and other cultures and races and backgrounds, but I want us to be able to appreciate those things in other people and appreciate the differences and the things that make us who we are and that make us a diverse campus and the special place that Ole Miss is.
Progress, because with all the things that we've done with One Mississippi and all the actions, like we took a stand against the KKK when they came, and we know with the chant and things that we're trying to change the way people think about Ole Miss. So I hope that we continue to do the right thing and change people's mind about our campus. And my fear is, I think this might be opposite. I'm going to say regress, is because there's always going to be people that are against what we do, trying to do the right thing, because a lot of people are kind of still stuck on the tradition thing, and so they're always going to speak out and do the wrong thing, and I don't want our campus to be torn again like it was in the past. So that's my number one fear.
I'm gonna start with my hope, and it's passion. Did anybody do that yet? No. Good. Because to be in such an organization like this, when it's still growing and you're still fighting the good fight, and so many people just not only probably don't care or probably just don't agree with you. This is so controversial. You have to have something to drive you. You have to have passion for an organization like this. So I hope that y'all, keep that passion I see in your eyes, keep that, drive for an organization like this.
One of our great leaders for social change, Dr. Martin Luther King, he wrote a speech for his on civil disobedience, and he said one of the reasons that the nonviolent social movement was so successful was because of the student involvement. The student involvement forced the faculty to take notice of the issues that were going on the campus, and in turn forced them to reach out to the community.